Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching. My name is Neferititi and you can find me on the web at onebodywm.com. So I thought about doing this video with just pictures covering the screen because obviously I'm not looking my best right now, but I just decided to keep it real. Like this is what's happening right now. And I still wanted to bring you this energy update for the week. I'm sure many of you that are highly empathic like me have noticed that the energies have been intense, really intense. But I've learned that even when I'm feeling just bogged down and sad and just energetically challenged, that I still make a decision to research and act more like an investigator or really being the witness, the observer. Like, okay, I'm feeling this way. I acknowledge that, but I'm also going to use the tools that I have, like the internet, like YouTube, and do some research before I just assume that I'm going crazy or that something is wrong with me. Let me figure out what this is trying to teach me. And so what I was led to research was the Schumann resonance. And I know what the Schumann resonance is. Most of us know. In a nutshell, it's basically a way that we can measure the electromagnetic activity of the earth via the lightning strikes. I mean, there's more to it than that, but that's just what it is in a nutshell. And I have noticed that when we have spikes in the energy, which is anything above 7.83 hertz, okay, that's the Earth's resonant frequency. If we have anything above that, it could basically emits more energy that we are accustomed to. And this could cause a lot of symptoms, things to happen, ascension symptoms, the depression, the emotional issues, the physical symptoms that people have, the changes in appetite, the changes in sleep. And so I'm going to put a graphic up here for the month of July. And anywhere that you see a white spot indicates that there was a major energetic flux. Okay? Now, as I mentioned, the frequency is normally supposed to be at 7.83 hertz. We've been having days where the energy has spiked to 40, 50, 60, 70 hertz. Now imagine what this does to people on different levels, depending on where they are and how they are even choosing to go through their spiritual journey, if they're even choosing to go through it. And so I thought that was interesting because, anything above, I think, 40 hertz is considered a gamma ray. And this has effects on you mentally and emotionally. So I thought that was very interesting. Another thing that I noticed over the past couple of days is there's been an increase in violence. I mean, we've had 2 mass shootings in the past 2 days. One, I live in California. We had one here at the Garlic Festival. That's crazy. The Garlic Festival? I mean, I used to go there all the time when I was a kid. And that's just crazy to think about. And then we had one at a Walmart yesterday. So I just feel like, the way my higher self shows this to me is that these are places where there's pockets of energy, of dense energy hiding that needs to be released. And yes, it's tragic. It's horrible. It's horrible. I mean, that is just crazy. But at the same time, that's what they showed me, that these are just pockets of dense energy that's collected. Because remember, darkness is trying to hide right now, right? I mean, we're a lot of things are being exposed as far as the agenda, the manipulation, all of these things. And I mean, the energy may be dark, but it's still powerful, so we have to realize that. And so there's pockets on the planet where this energy is hiding. That's what they've showed me. And that's what they're doing is they're kind of, allowing these things to come up and out, because unfortunately that's how negative energy to that degree has to play out in our physical reality. But anyways, we've got the Lionsgate Portal this week, and I feel like a lot of us are in like another initiation stage. That's what this feels like to me. We're moving into a whole nother level of being. And I don't think it's going to happen instantaneously, although it could, right? We live in a universe of infinite possibilities. Your life can change overnight, and it does happen to some people. But I just feel like this is kind of like the last stretch. Like we're really going to start to see the shifts. And I don't think it's going to be easy, but we're going to start to see that everything we've been through, everything that we've had to go through, pray through, cry through, bleed through, brokenhearted through, broke literally through, right? Everything that we've had to go through, I feel like there's a culmination point coming. And this is like our last little squeeze, our last little bit of testing, like final exams. Because if you've been on this journey a long time, like I have, which I had my awakening really in 2007. I mean, I had been teaching yoga for a long time, but 2007 is when I really became a consistent meditator. And I was literally told what my purpose is, which is a teacher. And so I feel like that was one point of awakening. But then, of course, I had another level of awakening in 2012, like a lot of people did. That's when I started seeing the numbers. And so I just feel like this is another level of that. Like we're leveling up, like we're moving up. And there's just some things that we cannot take with us. And so what I've been doing, and I feel like a lot of people are kind of on this wavelength, and it's manifesting in different ways, but I've decided to do a fast, a water fast for 3 days. I'm going to have water and green tea because I do need energy. I have a child. But, there's a lot of controversy around fasting and whether or not it's healthy. I personally, as a vegan, as a health and nutrition coach, would say that long-term fasts are never good. If you're going to do a fast of, completely liquid, then you should really not do it over 5 days. That's just my recommendation. If you do the fast, you'll get the reset, and then you can start to eat the way that you want to. But even when I'm working with my nutrition clients, I always recommend at least a 3-day cleansing period before you start any type of nutrition program. Just so that your system can have a reset and a cleansing. But anyways, that's what I'm doing because I feel like I'm really bogged down right now. I'm really bogged down by the energies that are floating about. And it's like the more aware you become, the more you progress along your spiritual journey, the more sensitive you get. Have you noticed that? So I feel like we just have to hang in there, trust our guidance, love ourselves. That's been another big theme for me right now, is really practicing self-love. And that's different for everybody. When I say practice, I mean, I'm writing the affirmations, I'm doing the exercise. Well, I'm going to probably slow down a little bit for the next couple of days. But doing the little things that come to me through my intuition, through my guidance, when I ask, how can I practice more self-love? And we take it one day at a time. And this fast was one of the things that came to me. This wouldn't have been my choice, but it is what it is. This is what they're telling me is going to help me, so that's what I'm going to do. And it could be different for you, so you need to ask and trust the guidance that you get right now. Because as we're moving into this new energy, it's going to be all about trust. Like that has to be almost second nature. And yeah, this is where we're at right now. And our spiritual practices are highly important. The meditation, or whatever you want to call it, meditation or contemplation time, quiet time, just taking time to be with yourself and to be okay with being with yourself, because you're going to be with you for the rest of your life, and to really just trust and honor this process. So I wanted to keep this pretty short, and thank you guys so much for watching, for supporting, and please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be making another video when I'm done with my fast, just to tell you if anything's happened, anything's changed. But okay, I will talk to you later. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.